Bro, this used to be me. The moment I hit rock bottom, I was 250 pounds, waking up every day feeling heavy, not just in my body, but in my soul. I was addicted to weed, corn, and toxic habits that kept me chained to the very version of myself that I hated. And just when I thought it couldn't get worse, I lost my business. The thing that I thought defined me. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, this ain't it? Like you're sinking in quicksand, watching everything around you crumble, and you don't even know where to start digging yourself out. That's exactly how I felt. But here's the thing about rock bottom. It's not the end at all. It's the place where you decide where you either stay down or you rise. And let me tell you, what I'm about to share with you isn't just my story. It's a roadmap for making the greatest comeback of your life. Let me paint a picture for you. I was 250 pounds, waking up every morning already feeling defeated. My joints ached. My energy was non-existent. I get out of bed, look in the mirror, and see a version of myself I couldn't stand. But the physical weight wasn't the worst part. It was the emotional weight. I was addicted to everything that just made me feel good in the moment, but left me worse off in the long run. Weed was my escape. Corn was my crutch. I used them both to numb myself from the reality I didn't want to face. My business, gone. A complete collapse. I had poured my identity into it, and when it failed, I felt like I failed as a person. The shame, the regret, the self-blame, it all hit me like a train. One night, I remember sitting in the dark, scrolling mindlessly on my phone, blunt in one hand, and nothing but emptiness in my chest. I thought, is this it? Is this what my life is gonna be? Rock bottom is a funny thing, actually. It feels permanent. It feels like the end. But in retrospect, it was really the beginning. A brutal, ugly beginning. You see, rock bottom forces you to look at the truth you've been avoiding. And my truth was this. I had been the architect of my own destruction. The hardest part wasn't losing the business, the weight, or the relationships. It was admitting to myself that I was responsible. That's the wake-up call I needed. Here's what people don't tell you about change. It doesn't start when things get better. It starts when you make a decision. And for me, that decision came when I stepped on the scale and I saw 250 pounds staring back at me. That number hit me harder than any failure or loss I'd ever experienced. It wasn't just a reflection of my body. It was a reflection of how far I had let myself go. That was my breaking point. I sat down with a notebook that night and wrote out everything that was holding me back. No filters, no lies. I wrote about the addictions, the habits, the excuses, the blame I placed on everyone else but me. And then I wrote about the person I wanted to become. That vision actually scared me. It felt impossible. But I knew if I didn't change, I'll stay in the same cycle. This is what I realized. The pain of staying the same had finally outweighed the pain of changing. And that's when I made that decision that I would change everything. I decided to go monk mode. Monk mode wasn't just a trendy idea for me. It was literally survival. I didn't know it at the time, but this system of focused discipline would become my lifeline. Here's what monk mode looked like for me. Number one, no vices. I quit smoking cold turkey. I blocked every trigger to corn. I cut off anything that pulled me back into my old ways. Number two was the structure. My mornings became sacred. I wake up early, read, meditate, pray, and hit the gym. No excuses. Number three was the reflection. Every day I journal my thoughts, my wins, my struggles, my goals. It was like a mirror for my soul. Number four was faith. I leaned on God like never before. Prayer and meditation became my foundation, giving me strength I didn't know I had. The first 30 days were pure hell. My body craved the old habits. My mind screamed for comfort. But every time I said no to the old me, I felt a little stronger. Monk mode taught me something life-changing. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about building habits that serve you, not destroy you. When you focus on the foundation, the rest of your life starts to rebuild itself. That's what monk mode did for me. It gave me the tools to start over piece by piece. Physically, I started walking every morning. That turned into running, then hitting the weights. Over time, I shed 60 pounds. But it wasn't just the weight, I started to feel alive again. Mentally, I replaced toxic habits with empowering ones. Instead of escaping, I faced my problems head on. I read books that fed my mind and journaled every day to clear the clutter in my head. Spiritually, I found peace in God. Prayer wasn't just a ritual anymore, it was my anchor. It reminded me that I wasn't doing this alone. Rebuilding myself wasn't easy, but every small win added up. Every morning workout, every prayer, every page I read, it was all a part of the comeback. There's a moment in every journey where the hard work starts to pay off. For me, it was the day I woke up and I didn't recognize myself. In a good way. I was 60 pounds lighter. My mind was clear. My energy was back. I had rebuilt not just my body, but my confidence, my faith, and my purpose. The funny thing about transformation is that it's not just about what you gain. It's about what you let go of. The addictions, the toxic habits, the self-doubt, they were all gone. People started noticing too. Friends, family, even strangers would ask me, how did you do it? That's when I realized my journey wasn't just for me. It was a message for anyone who ever felt stuck, lost, or hopeless. That's why I created the Monk Mode Challenge, because I know what it's like to feel stuck, to want to change, but not know where to start. The Monk Mode Challenge is simple and it's completely free. For 30 days, you commit to cutting out distractions and focusing on habits that build you up. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's a proven system and protocol with rules designed to help you become a better version of yourself. So just click the link in the description to join the community with others who are also on the same journey. And if you're ready to go a little bit deeper and might need a little bit more assistance, I've launched an exclusive one-on-one program called the Monk Mode Accelerator, where we will work together to lock in your goals and build a system that works for you. It's not just for everyone though, but if you're ready to transform your life, it's your chance. All you have to do is apply on the link below if that's something you're interested in. If you want to get more info on Monk Mode, just click this playlist right here, and I got mad videos where I explain everything about Monk Mode that you need to know. I have a ton of videos on the topic and more. So let me leave you with this. Your past doesn't define you. Your struggles don't define you. The person you've been doesn't have to be the person you stay. If I can make this comeback, so can you. But it starts with one decision, the decision to show up for yourself. Your comeback starts now. Let's get to work. Stay unstoppable.